Albuquerque Water Quality. Our health at the forefront. Hello, my name is Melissa Perez, and I am going to tell you about the things we can do to increase the quality of our drinking water. When I think drinking water, I think clean, purified water. Until recently, I found nothing wrong with my drinking water. Then I started conducting research and found that there are many chemicals found in our water. Albuquerque, New Mexico is home to 679,388 residents. Our water is supplied by the Rio Grande River. This 1,896-mile-long river supplies New Mexico as well as Arizona, Texas, Colorado, and Mexico. We are not the only ones with chemicals found in our water, but we do have the ability to control what can be done to improve our water here in Albuquerque. Our groundwater currently moves from the ground to large storage tanks to undergo treatment. The chemical treatment it undergoes is also known as weak bleach. What is weak bleach? Weak bleach is sodium hypochlorite. This is a mixture of salt, hot water, and household bleach which goes into our water to be used as a disinfectant and purifier. It is the same chemical used to clean and disinfect swimming pools. But we have all been told how unsafe that water is for intake. That purified water is then mixed with non-purified groundwater, and more weak bleach is used to treat and re-purify the water. From there, water is stored in tanks for the entry point distribution system. This is the entry point distribution system the city currently uses. The water within the system has many opportunities to undergo purification, but there are still chemicals found in our water. After treatment, the water is stored in large tanks to later be sent out to different distribution zones. If we could stop using so many chemicals to treat our water, I think we could prevent way more illness. If our groundwater has undergone chemical treatment, how can we assure that the quality of our water is safe for intake? Albuquerque Water Quality says our water is safe to intake, but that the levels of most chemicals are nearing what the government standard would deem unsafe. Also, why would we drink water with chemicals in it? Couldn't this be more harmful to our health in the long run? 3.4 million people die from waterborne illness disease every year. The current process used to treat and distribute our city's water cannot completely rid our water of microorganisms. Many chemicals are used to rid microorganisms such as algicides, antifoams, chlorine, ozone, and hypochlorite. Lead, arsenic, and petroleum are chemicals found in our water after treatment. Chlorine and fluoride are used to treat and purify the water, and there are levels of it left behind when the water is filtered. My goal is to get those chemical levels lowered, so low that the standard will never be an issue of crossing. To do this, I want to create and implement a groundwater protection plan. This could help us control what things end up in our river. Some things are naturally found in the river that chemicals can help remove, but if we can stop letting water pollution get out of control, we can decrease the amount of chemicals used to treat and purify our drinking water. I would also like a $1 million grant to update our current storage tanks. Current tanks are susceptible to things such as bacteria, viruses, and algae, which can be found in our groundwater. Each time new groundwater is stored in these tanks, we are more susceptible to the collected bacteria and viruses. If we can update these tanks and start fresh without gathered bacteria, we can use less harmful chemicals to treat and purify our water. We could eliminate the use of sodium hypochlorite. We could then maintain and clean the storage tanks monthly to ensure the buildup of bacteria, viruses, and algae is eliminated on a regular basis. The benefits of this project plan are: 1. We may find a decrease in waterborne illness. By reducing pollution, there will be less microorganisms to rid from our water. 2. We can use less harmful chemicals if there are less things we need to take out of our water. If we use less harmful chemicals, we can reduce the amount of chemicals we intake. 3. We get updated storage tanks. When we get new storage tanks for our water and implement a maintenance plan, we can ensure that there will be less bacteria and viruses found in our water. The costs of this program plan are: 1. It is expensive. Not only will we want a $1 million grant for the updated storage tanks, but we would also be paying for those who would either patrol the river for pollutants or create boundaries around the river. These boundaries can be such things as a chain link fence. If we could fence our river with openings every few miles, we can give people access points to the river as well as prevent a lot of unwanted pollution. If we limit the height of the fence to 4 feet, it can capture loose pollution before it can fall into our river. 2. This would be a time-consuming project. To get desired results, we must conduct research and studies to find chemicals that are just effective as sodium hypochlorite, but less harmful when digested. Our proposed budget for this project is $1 million. With this money, we can spread our expenses throughout a 5-year plan for a non-rushed final project. This $1 million will be approximately 370 miles of chain link fencing, since approximately that much of the Rio Grande is found here in New Mexico from north to south borders. We will also be spending money to pay for patrol officers to check on the fencing every few weeks to make sure the areas are maintained. We will also be using this money for scientists to find the least harmful yet effective chemicals we can use to purify our water. The last thing we would use this money for is for the updated storage tanks. If we can spread these expenses over 5 years, we can ensure that this project will last and make a difference here in New Mexico. If we can raise awareness about Albuquerque water quality, we can raise volunteers to clean the storage tanks when needed and keep our river areas clean by picking up trash and maintaining the landscape. This can ensure that there is no additional threats to our rivers and our awareness will be high. Let's ensure that Albuquerque citizens have the highest quality water they can have. Let's improve the health of our citizens and the future of our river. Our water is considered safe, but let's continue raising the quality and lowering the chemical effects. Thank you.